Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words and become much more articulate. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to ask personal questions. A personal question is an in-depth question that is meant to understand the other person. But the tricky thing in regards to this is that different people consider different things personal. For example, let's say there's a girl that does OnlyFans and her dad asks her, "Yo, daughter, how is work going?" For some strange reason, she's going to perceive this as a personal question because she's posting rated R content for a living, and now her dad is asking about it. She's going to kill the conversation by saying, "Yo, dad, personal question. Avoid this topic." Now, if her friend, who also does OnlyFans, asks her, "Hey, how's work going?" Now she is not going to perceive it as a personal question. So that's the first thing to understand. Every now and then, you may ask a question that the other person considers to be personal, and they may not want to answer it yet. When are we comfortable answering personal questions? We are comfortable whenever we have rapport with someone. Now, granted, the daughter and the father may have had a lot of rapport, but in this field of what they do for a living, there's not that much rapport. They like for it to be ambiguous. Whenever we have rapport in regards to a certain field, that's when we can get away with a lot of questions. Here's how you ask personal questions. There's always a thought in the back of our mind where we're thinking, should I ask that? It happens, doesn't it? Let's say one of your friends who's been in a relationship for years. They've been dating their high school sweetheart, middle school sweetheart for the longest time. They got married, they had kids, everything was going well. Then out of the blue moon, they got a divorce. You're chilling with this guy one day, and in the back of your mind, you're thinking, should I ask that? We all have moments like that. We know how to ask a personal question when we execute on the, should I ask that? And we do ask. So that's how you ask a personal question. Whenever there's this thought in the back of your mind that's saying, is it appropriate for me to ask this? And then you ask anyways. That is a personal question, at least in context to this interaction. Every now and then, though, this is what I call a very risky social move, because there's a reason you're thinking, should I ask that? Where if you probe your friend and you're saying, "Hey, Taif, let me ask you something. What happened? We've been talking about our life thus far. What happened with you and your wife?" And you execute on this personal question, and he's not ready to talk about it, he may get mad. You never know. Some people, when you ask them something really in-depth, when they don't know you like that, or if they just don't want to talk about it, they can just give you this snap of a reaction judgment. It's like you going in your Uber ride, and the Uber driver's like, "Hey man, when's the last time you had sex?" There's that, "What? Why are you asking me that for, man? Just drive." So although personal questions can deepen the rapport with someone, it can every now and then backfire in a very spectacular sort of way. The only way that you need to understand how to ask a personal question is when there's a thought in the back of your mind that's saying, should I really ask that? Then you have a choice. You ignore this thought and you move on to another safe topic, or every now and then you capture this thought and you execute this thought and you ask that personal question. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, be sure to drop that subscribe. I will see you next time.